It is not by chance that you are here reading these words, my beloved child. There is something in your heart that cries out for answers, for meaning, for purpose, and today I, the Lord, want to speak with you. I want to open your eyes to something you may have ignored or forgotten. You carry a light within you, a light that I myself have ignited, and that light has the power to transform lives. But before continuing, I need you to pause for a moment and reflect. Are you aware of the impact your life has on the world? Have you realized how much your words, attitudes, and decisions influence those around you? Even on days when you feel small, invisible, or unimportant, you are still an instrument in my hands. So do not listen to this message halfway. Listen until the end, because today I want to awaken in you the certainty that you have a mission. And that mission is much greater than you imagine. Many believe that fulfilling a divine purpose means doing something extraordinary, something that catches the world's attention. They think that being used by me means preaching to crowds, performing visible miracles, or leading great movements. But my child, that is not how I see things. My perspective is different from human perspective. I see greatness in what the world considers small. I see the impact of things that no one notices. Every smile you give, every word of encouragement, every act of kindness you offer. Each of these illuminates someone's life. And that light, even if you do not perceive it, reflects me. Perhaps you think your life lacks significance. Perhaps you believe your routine is too simple to contain something divine. But listen to me carefully. Even the smallest gestures carry the power of my love. A hug given at the right moment can save a life. An inspired word can change a destiny. An honest act can transform a hardened heart. Do not underestimate what I can do through you. Have you ever thought about how a small flame can light up an entire room? A dark space is no longer the same once it receives just one ray of light. That is who you are in the world. You live surrounded by people who walk in darkness, lost in sorrow, doubt, anguish, and fear. Often, a simple act of kindness can be the spark their souls need to find their way back to me. Remember, no one is too small to be an instrument of light. When you answer my call, even for a task that seems insignificant, you are participating in my greater plan. I use you in ways you do not see, in moments you do not perceive, in lives you do not even know you have touched. If you knew how many times a simple word of yours has brought relief to someone's heart, you would never again doubt what I have placed in you. Every act of love you express makes the world a brighter place. Know this: the enemy knows your potential and will try in every possible way to extinguish your light. He will whisper in your heart that you are useless, that your life has no purpose, that there is nothing special about you. He will try to make you believe you are weak, incapable, or irrelevant. But do not be deceived. Those are lies designed to keep you from fulfilling your mission. You were created with a purpose. I myself placed a radiance in your soul that nothing can extinguish. And when you remain steadfast in me, your light becomes invincible. Even when you face difficult moments, even when you feel your light is dim, remember, a small light can still illuminate an entire room. Even in times when you feel broken or exhausted, keep shining, because it is precisely in those moments that your light becomes most visible to those in darkness. Do not let the difficulties of this world extinguish what I have placed in you. Your mission does not end as long as there is breath in your chest. Many spend their lives searching for a grand purpose, something spectacular and obvious, without realizing that the mission I have entrusted to them is already right in front of them. In their daily lives, in small interactions, in seemingly casual encounters. They wait for a calling that comes with grand signs, trumpets, and supernatural revelations without realizing that the calling is already in their hearts, whispering softly, simply asking to be heard. It is not only great acts that change the world, but also small daily actions. Simple gestures, moments that seem ordinary but are filled with my meaning. Every person who crosses your path may need something only you can offer. Have you thought about that? Have you stopped to reflect that your gaze may be the only compassionate gaze someone will receive today? That your voice may be the only one that soothes an afflicted heart? That your embrace may be the only safe harbor for someone who feels lost? I place you in people's lives not by chance. No encounter is accidental. Nothing you live is wasted. Every person around you is in your life for a reason. Perhaps you are the only one who can give a word of hope to a desperate friend. How many suffer in silence, carrying heavy burdens without ever revealing their pain? Many do not ask for help, but I place you by their side so that you may notice, so that you may listen, so that you may extend your hand. A simple phrase can prevent someone from giving up. A word from you, inspired by me, can be like balm on a wounded soul. How many times have you been the answer to someone's prayer without even realizing it? How many times has someone found the strength to carry on because you were there, because you said something at just the right moment? Perhaps your smile is the only ray of light in someone's day. Do you realize the effect a smile can have? It can warm the heart of someone who feels cold inside. It can remind someone that there is still beauty, that there is still kindness. Some days a simple smile can be the miracle someone needs to keep believing in life. Do not underestimate the power of the joy you radiate, because it does not come from you alone. It comes from me. I am the one who sustains you and fills you with light. Perhaps your generosity is the answer to someone's silent prayer for help. My child, what you have, whether little or much, may be exactly what someone else needs. An act of generosity is not measured by the size of what is given, but by the love with which it is offered. A shared piece of bread, a donated garment, time given, a hand extended. All these have a power beyond what you can imagine. I see every act of kindness you do in secret, and what the world ignores, I see and multiply. If you understand this, you will never again feel insignificant, because when you live with purpose, every moment of your life becomes sacred. No instant is wasted. No encounter is meaningless. No gesture is unimportant. When you act with love, your existence becomes an extension of my grace. So why do you doubt? Why do you question what I have placed within you? You are more important to my plan than you can imagine. Today, I call you to awaken. Open your eyes to what you have been ignoring. I have been speaking to you. I have been showing you. I have been guiding you, but often you look for something extraordinary and do not realize that the extraordinary is in the simple, in the everyday, in what you already have in your hands. Do not hide your light any longer. Do not underestimate the impact of what I have placed within you. Start now. Do not wait for another moment, because the time you have is now. Choose today to illuminate the world around you. Scene script: be kind when you have the chance to be harsh. Respond with love even when treated with coldness. Be patient when you have reasons to be irritated. Remember, the peace you offer others is the same peace I pour over you. Listen when someone needs to share their heart. Sometimes you won't need the right words, just being present will be enough. Pray for those who do not know how to pray, and always remember, no matter how small your gesture, when done with love, it is great in my eyes. A small act can create waves of change beyond what you ever imagined. I am with you. I always have been. I always will be. I strengthen you when you feel weak. I guide you when you do not know where to go. I uphold you when you think of giving up. And through you, many lives will still be touched. My child, I know there are days when you feel overwhelmed, as if the weight of life is pressing down on you from every side. There are moments when discouragement whispers that your efforts are in vain, that no one sees, that no one cares, but I see. I see the silent sacrifices you make. I see the patience you show when it would be easier to lash out. I see the burdens you carry for others without complaint. And I tell you this, none of it is forgotten. Every hidden act of love is like a seed planted in eternity. You have wondered why certain doors remain closed, why some prayers seem to go unanswered, but I need you to trust me. What you perceive as delay is not denial, it is preparation. Sometimes I withhold something because it is not yet time. Other times I redirect you because I have something greater ahead. I am not punishing you, I am protecting you. If you saw the full picture, you would understand why some paths had to be blocked. So instead of despairing, lean into me. Let me be your peace while you wait. While you, my beloved, do not let the fear of failure keep you from moving forward. You think you must have every detail figured out before you take the first step, but that is not how faith works. If you wait until you feel completely ready, you may never begin. Step out in obedience, even when you are uncertain. I am the one who orders your steps, and I will not let you fall. Even if you stumble, even if you make mistakes, I will redeem every misstep for my glory. Have you noticed how easily the world distracts you? How quickly your mind is drawn to things that drain your spirit, leaving you feeling restless and empty? My child, you must guard your heart. Pay attention to what you feed your soul. Do not let the noise of this world drown out my voice. The enemy would love nothing more than to keep you so distracted that you forget why you are here. Be intentional. Make room for me in your day, just as you would for anything of value. You have been carrying wounds that you do not speak of, haven't you? Wounds from words that cut deep, from betrayals you never saw coming, from disappointments that left you questioning your worth. I see those wounds, and I'm not asking you to pretend they do not exist. I am asking you to bring them to me. Do not let pain turn into bitterness. Do not let it harden your heart. Let me heal you fully and completely so that your heart remains tender and free. There are people you have struggled to forgive, and I know the weight of that battle. Forgiveness is not about pretending that what happened was okay. It is about setting yourself free from the chains of resentment. When you hold on to offense, you give the past the power to shape your future. But I did not create you to be bound by bitterness. Forgiving does not mean forgetting, and it does not mean trusting again recklessly. It simply means releasing them into my hands and choosing peace over poison. My child, do not despise the process. I know you want instant transformation, immediate answers, sudden breakthroughs, but growth takes time. Even the strongest trees start as small seeds, buried in the dark before they ever see the light. You may feel buried now, but you are not forgotten. You are being rooted, strengthened, prepared. In due time, you will see what I have been building within you. There are seasons when I call you to be still, and there are seasons when I call you to act. You must learn to discern the difference. Do not run ahead of me when I am asking you to wait, and do not stand still when I have given you everything you need to move forward. If you listen closely, you will know what season you are in. I am always guiding you, even when it feels like silence. Stop comparing your journey to others. You look at their success, their progress, their victories, and you wonder why you are behind. But you are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. I do not measure you by the world's standards. Your story is unique. Your purpose is distinct. What I am doing in you cannot be rushed. Trust my timing because it is perfect. Be careful with your words. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. You have no idea how deeply your words shape the lives of those around you. A careless comment can plant a seed of doubt in someone's heart. A gentle word can restore someone's hope. Speak with intention. Speak with love. Speak with wisdom. Let your words build, not destroy. Do not let pride keep you from seeking help. I did not create you to walk this journey alone. You are not weak for needing support, and you are not failing because you struggle. Please subscribe to receive more of my truth and turn on notifications so you never miss what I have to say to you.